Welcome to Collecting Chaos and part 2 of my cleaning comics videos. I took some rounds and cleaned up these two a little bit and was getting ready to start working on this and maybe putting this together when I realized this is actually missing half of this leaf and half of this leaf. Now the story is all there. The comic story is complete, but it's missing 2 pages. So it's an incomplete comic. It's would be considered in fair condition, and there's absolutely no reason on this earth why I should bother doing any more work to it. So I'm going to reserve this for another project and experiment with wet cleaning on this. And I will show you that when I do it. But in the meantime, I'm going to put it away off to the side, and we're not going to work on this one anymore. We'll just be working on these two. Now, I got 2 different types of dry cleaning sponges. Product of USA. Yay! These are thinner ones, which is kind of neat. And these are thicker ones. And I didn't realize that when I ordered them, because I thought I ordered the same thing, but apparently I didn't. These are made by Paint USA, and they're soot and yeah. But I'm going to use this. And we'll go from there. So, if you want to see me do this, you're going to have to keep watching the video. Welcome back. Here we go. I'm going to start with Red Badge of Courage. And basically it's going to be the same thing for both. What I'll be doing is taking it and just, we're still trying to get some of that surface dirt off. And I always just take it in one way. And never this way, never towards the spine, always along the spine or away from the spine. And as you can see, there is some dirt on there, so it is working. This can take a long time to do. Just go over it lightly for now. With this one, and then I'll do the Alpha Flight. And then I'll turn off the video and work on it some more, and then I'll go back and turn it back on and show you what it came out to be. I do apply a little bit of pressure when I'm doing this, and as you can see, quite a bit of dirt came off of that. So now I'm not finished with this. I'm going to do it some more, but I want to go ahead and do some on the Alpha Flight. And it's not really going to improve the grade of this comic because the spine is pretty messed up, but it will make it look prettier, and it will make it present better, hopefully. Now for the back, I'm going to get my ruler out with the cork backing and put it down, because I want to concentrate. I want to get good pressure on the comic as I go down the edge here, and I want to be able to take it all the way down in one motion. And that allows me to do that. You can do that with a backing board as well. Spine is over here, so I'll be taking this and going like this, away from the spine. We got a little bit of a wrinkle there, but when I press it, that'll come back out. Not too concerned with that. And as you can see, quite a bit of dirt came off of there. That's from the Classics Illustrated, that's from the Alpha Flight. So I'm going to keep working on it, and I'll be back after a little while. I'll probably give this about 10 or 15 minutes per comic, then I'll come back and show you the results. Alright, I'm back. Kind of. My camera didn't want to be in the right place. Cleaned them up a little more, went over them with the sponge for a while. Got a lot of dirt, as you can see. Don't want to put them back in the box. What I'll do is I'll put it in a Ziploc bag. That'll keep the sponge from drying out. Even though it doesn't have any moisture on it, still don't want it to dry out. And we go to the next step. Next step is Absorbine, and you've seen me use this before. But we're going step by step. Everything I do when I get ready to clean a comic, or when I'm actually working to clean a comic. And not just doing a quick and easy, fast job to show you. Knead it real good. It's got to be pliable. You want to have it about the consistency of Play-Doh or silly putty. And we'll start with the Alpha Flight again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it into a kind of a roll, and then I'm just going to roll it across. Each step in this process takes off a little more dirt from the rounds to the sponge to the Absorbine. Each one is an important step. Each one takes a little bit more off. And if you still can't get everything once you're done with all my steps, then I have one final step to use. One that I'm a little bit afraid of, but that I'll do if I need to. Not sure I want to show you that last step of what to do if you just can't get the dirt off. Because if you try it and you ruin a comic, you're going to blame me. I think this is actually the best way to use this. I've done it like this in the past. You know, I've just actually used it like an eraser, and that works. But I think rolling it actually works better. It takes a lot longer, but it's a lot gentler on the book. And that's something you need. You need to use gentility sometimes. Okay, I'll go back to this one. I want to do this one a little bit while you're watching. And one thing you might have noticed is that with each step, the color becomes a little more reflective. The cover gets a little better. It gets a little brighter. And that's pretty important, because that really makes it look a lot better. It gives the color appeal where you might not have had it before. Okay, I'm going to do this for a little while longer, then I'll come back. And I'm back. One more step. That's eraser on the white, which the only white here is really right there in his eyes, so I'm not even going to bother with that. But before I do that, I did create a couple of small wrinkles, so I'm going to put these in my humidity chamber for 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm going to cold press them. And once I do that, we'll come back and we'll start doing erasing. What cold press is, I put them in my press and I don't apply any heat at all. I just put them in there for 8 to 10 hours and let nature take its course. That way I'm not drawing any moisture out of the comic, but it is flattening it. I am adding a little bit of moisture when I do the humidity, but that's about it. So that's going to be it for this video. Make sure before you start cleaning your comics, you wash your hands or you wear gloves. White cotton gloves are preferable if you can get them. I can't get cotton gloves that fit me because they come to about here. My hands are a little bit on the large side. As you can tell, my hands are a little bit on the large size. Maybe I can't, palm a comic, but I can come awfully darn close to it. So make sure you wash your hands. It's good for your comics. It's good for your health. And we'll see you next video. Bye.